In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys all the best sniping filters right now in NBA 2K23 My Team. But before we get into the video, make sure to go ahead and leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel. I post My Team videos every single day. And like I said, I'm going to be going over all the best sniping filters in the game right now. There's so many great filters, and I'm going to be covering them all right now in this video. So without further ado, let's get straight into the first filter, which I think is one of the most reliable and consistent filters in the game. And that's going to be the Invincible Cheapest filter. It's been my go-to filter for the last couple of days, and I think it's definitely one of the best filters that you can use. So, as you can see, at 16,950, any Invincible in the game is going to sell within about 10 to 15 minutes, including even the cheapest one, which is Drazen Petrovic. So, to guarantee yourself profit, go over here to the maximum buyout and lower it down to 13,500 MT. At 13,500 MT, any Invincible you see at all is guaranteed to make you at least a couple thousand MT profit. And like I said, this is a filter that I sit on for like an hour at a time, and I'll get multiple great snipes for thousands of profit. So it's a really good one. But let's go ahead and move into a more budget filter, which I think is one of the most, it's probably the most consistent filter of the entire year in My Team, and that's the Dark Matter Cheapest filter. All year long, this filter has been super reliable, and I'm going to be showing you guys exactly how to currently set it up because it has been changing a lot. As you can see here, it looks like the cheapest Dark Matters are selling at about 3650 MT. So at 3650, you can sell any Dark Matter. I would honestly just list them up at 3600. So with that being said, to guarantee profit, just go over here to the maximum buyout and lower it down to 3000 MT. At 3000 MT, any Dark Matter you see is guaranteed profit. And even if you already have a ton of MT, this is definitely a good filter because if you get a lot of snipes, you can still make tens or hundreds of thousands of MT profit. So that's definitely one of the best budget filters in the game. But with that being said, let's hop into the next filter. So head over here to the theme and put it on Endgame. And this is going to be the Endgame Cheapest filter, which is a super underrated filter, by the way, because I feel like every time I hop on this filter, I never miss the snipe. Like, it feels like I'm never competing against anyone on this filter. And as you guys can see, the cheapest in Endgames are currently going for about 72,000 MT. To guarantee yourself a good amount of profit and to be safe, I personally set up the maximum buyout down to 60,000 MT, and that means you're going to be guaranteed after taxes at least like 7,000 MT profit per snipe. But it really just depends on what you snipe, because if you can get a really expensive endgame on this filter, you're going to make hundreds of thousands of profit. This is definitely one of the best filters in the game. Make sure to go ahead and give it a shot. But let's go ahead and hop into the next filter. So for the next filter, it is going to be another great filter. You're going to go over here to the theme and put it to endgame yet again. But we're going to go over here to the division and set it to Pacific. Now, as you guys can see on this filter, you're able to see, or actually not Pacific, I meant to say Atlantic. On this filter, you're able to see Ben Simmons. And then as we keep scrolling here, hold up, Ben Simmons, I don't know why there's so many of these showing up, but Ben Simmons, Kristaps Porzingis, and then one more great card, Taco Fall. So you're able to see Ben Simmons, Taco, and Porzingis, which all get you at least 250,000 MT profit per snipe. So to set the filter up, go over here to the minimum bid and set it to 100,000 MT, and the minimum buyout to 500. You're going to have to scroll, as you can see here, but you're going to scroll down to the end to that 4-hour mark, and if you see any of those three cards that I mentioned, go ahead and snipe it as fast as you can because you're going to be making hundreds of thousands of MT profit. But since that was an expensive filter, the next filter I'm going to show is another great budget filter that I think is super underrated, and that's going to be another Dark Matter filter, but this time for center cards only. So put it to Dark Matter and put the position to center. And as you guys saw, the cheapest Dark Matters were easily selling at like 3.8k. Look at this, at 5,000, nothing shows up for the Dark Matter center, which means that most of these cards are going for way more than people realize. And as you guys can see here, it looks like the cheapest Dark Matter centers are going for about 6,000 MT. So the way I personally set it up is I put the maximum buyout down to 5,000 MT and have it on Dark Matter center. And so many cards pop up on this filter because people put up the Dark Matter centers for the cheapest Dark Matter price, which is $39.50, and they think that it's going to, like, that's the correct price, and little do they know that you're going to be able to snipe it for thousands of profit. So this is definitely one of the most underrated budget filters in the game. Make sure to go ahead and give it a shot. But let's hop into the next filter. So for the next filter, we're going to go over here to the theme and set it to Invincible. And then we're going to go over here to the division and set it to Pacific. Now on this filter, you're going to be able to see so many great cards, including Lamar Odom, DeMarcus Cousins, Boogie, Kuzma, Anthony Davis, Clay. There's so many cards. Curry's on this filter too. Magic's on it. Shaq. There's so many great cards on this filter. And as you guys saw, the cheapest Invincibles are going for about 17,000 MT, but on this filter, as you can see, the cheapest cards go for a lot more than that. So let's see the exact price that we're going to be looking at here. These Devin Bookers are selling for about 22 to 23k. The way that I personally set this filter up is I go over here to the maximum buyout and put it on 20,000 MT. Any Pacific Invincible that you see is going to be guaranteed to make you profit, and what makes this filter so good is, again, it's higher than the price of the cheapest Invincibles, so a lot of people are going to miss out on these snipes because you have to be on such a specific filter to see them, and this is such a great filter that I use a lot, so make sure you go ahead and give it a shot. But trust me, there's so many more great filters in this video. I haven't even gotten to some of the best filters yet, so make sure you guys do stick around, especially for this next filter right here, which I think is one of the most reliable endgame filters in the game. You go over here to the theme and set it to endgame, the position and put it to center, and you're going to be able to snipe on this filter. You don't want to snipe Wilt, but you do want to snipe Kareem. That's one snipe. Jokic, that's 2. Shaq, that's 3. As we keep going here, Sean Bradley, that's 4. And then as we keep going, there's 2 more that we need to find. Yao Ming, that's 5. And then number 6 is Taco Fall, which is also on this filter, but I don't feel like scrolling for a year to find him. But here he is right here. Make sure you guys take note of those 6 names I just said, because those are the only ones you're going to want to snipe. So to set the filter up, put it on center, endgame, minimum bid 100,000 MT, and then minimum buyout 500 MT. And as you guys can see, the scroll is here, but it's not bad at all. If there's any snipes, it'll be in between these 2 D-Robs. Just keep refreshing, go down to here, and if you see a snipe, snipe it right away. Again, any of those 6 cards that I mentioned are snipes. You don't want to snipe D-Rob or Wilt or Hakeem. Those are the 3 you want to stay away from. All the other centers are fair game, so make sure to go ahead and give this filter a shot. It's super good and super reliable. But with that being said, let's go ahead and hop into another budget filter. And this is one of the most underrated budget filters in the game because everybody is focused on sniping Dark Matter. So nobody is on this Galaxy Opal filter anymore. And every here and there when I'm dried out and I'm not getting a lot of snipes on other filters, I'll head over to this filter for a good 10 to 15 minutes and get like 5 snipes. It's super good to do that. So as you guys can see here, the cheapest Galaxy Opals I think go for $29.50. Oh, they might go for 3K now. Let's see. Let's see if they go for 3K. They don't. What? So it looks like they're going up in price, which makes this filter even better, which is good. So let's keep hiring the price here and see what the cheapest opals are going for. Yeah, they're going for somewhere around that 3 to 3.5 thousand MT range. So what I personally do for this filter is I go over here to the maximum buyout and put it to 2,200 MT. So at 2.2K, any opals you see is guaranteed profit. As you guys saw, they're selling for about 3.3K, and at 2.2K, you're going to see a lot of pop-ups for like 1K and under. Look, there's one for 500. I just missed it, but you can see how broken this filter is, right? It's super simple. If you hop on it for a couple of minutes, you're going to be guaranteed to see a couple of snipes for sure. So definitely make sure to go ahead and give that filter a shot. It's super uncontested. That one I was unlucky and I was not able to get, but for the most part, it usually is uncontested and a super good sniping filter. But let's go ahead and hop into the next filter. So for the next filter here, it is going to be yet again another endgame filter. So we're going to go over here to the theme and set it to endgame, but this time it's going to be for a different division. It's going to be for the Central Division. On the Central Division, the snipes that you'll be able to see are Kareem, Michael Jordan, and then there's 2 more cards, LeBron James and Giannis. So that's 4 cards that are snipes for guaranteed profit and really good snipes for a few of them. So put it on endgame, Central, minimum bid 100,000 MT. And then the minimum buyout 500 MT again, and then go ahead and scroll. As you can see, there is a little bit of a scroll, but again, we only have to go to that in between 4-hour mark, so all these other ones don't matter. So just scroll to that 4-hour mark, and if you see any of those cards I mentioned, make sure to go ahead and snipe them for guaranteed profit. But let's go ahead and hop into another budget filter. And this next budget filter, in my opinion, is the best budget filter in the entire game, the #1 budget filter. So let me go ahead and show you guys how to set it up. So it's really simple. You don't have to touch anything at all. You go over here to the maximum buyout and set it to 750. Any card in the game at 750 MT or cheaper is guaranteed to make you profit. That includes gold cards, emeralds, sapphires, dark matters, anything. And again, you can see opals, dark matters, cards, invincibles, end games. You can see anything on this filter if somebody does list it up for $750 or cheaper. Like for example, that 500 MT opal that I just missed a minute ago, you would be able to see on this filter as well, but you would also be able to see if somebody listed up a dark matter for 500. So that's what makes this filter super reliable and good. Make sure to go ahead and just spend 10-15 minutes on it, and I guarantee you'll see at least a couple of snipes popping up. And if you're quick, you're going to be able to get them. And I think this is the best budget filter in the game because you only need 750 MT, and you can turn it out to be tens of thousands of MT if you're very, very lucky. But let's go ahead and hop into the next filter. So we're going to go over here to the theme and set it to invincible. And then once we set the theme to invincible, we go over here to the position and set it center. And this is another good filter because, again, the cheapest invincibles in the game are currently going for about 16,000 MT, but the cheapest invincible centers in the game go for more than that, as you can see, which means that you would have to be on this specific filter to even have a chance of seeing the card, which makes it super good because you have a better chance of sniping the card. And as you guys can see here, the cheapest invincible center, it looks like it's Boogie, and I don't know if that's a snipe or not. I want to see the exact number where the other ones are at first. Yeah, he's selling at about 26 to 27,000 MT. So to guarantee profit, just go over here to the maximum buyout and set it down to about 23,000 MT. But let me show you guys something first of all. Boogie's not the only card you're going to be able to see on this filter. Look how many cards you can see. You're able to see Mark Eaton, Boogie, Ilgauskas, Shaq, Marc Gasol, Manute Bol, Kareem. There's so many cards on this filter, it's insane. I'm not going to go through and name all of them, but you guys saw just a few of them right there. And literally, again, just put the maximum buyout. I would honestly put it to 22k now. That's usually what I do. So set it to 22,000 MT, invincible center, and any invincible center you see is going to be guaranteed to make you profit at 22,000 MT or cheaper. But the next filter I'm going to be showing you guys is one of the best filters in the entire game, and it's pretty underrated at this point because people were using it at first but not using it as much now. And this is a specific player filter, and you might know who I'm talking about, and it is going to be for the Manute Bol invincible card. So set the name to Manute Bol, set the theme to invincible, and as you guys can see, he's still going for hundreds of thousands of MT profit, and a lot of people are, there's barely anyone that uses this filter anymore because so many people forgot about it. So just put it to Manute Bol invincible, minimum buyout 500 MT. If you see Manute Bol for any buy now price at all, even 100,000 MT, he's going to be guaranteed to make you profit. All you have to do is set him up for a bid, and you'll profit at least 200 to 300,000 MT every single time. Now, again, this is going to be a very slow filter because obviously it's only for one specific player. But if you are patient and you are lucky enough to see a Manute Bol, you're looking at hundreds of thousands of MT profit, and it can even set you up for the entire year. So I definitely think it's worth to go ahead and just give the filter a shot. But with that being said, let's hop into the next filter. So for the next filter here, it is going to be yet again another budget filter, and this time it is going to be for pink diamond cards. This is similar to the opal filter where everybody stopped using this filter because all the dark matters are currently out in the game, but I think it's worth it to go ahead and just give the filter a shot. So first of all, as you guys can see, the cheapest pink diamonds in the game are selling for about 2,300. But if we're being honest here, people are not going to be buying pink diamonds that much. Usually what's going to happen is they're just going to go ahead and quick sell the card. So as you can see, for example, this Taco, all the pink diamond cards in the game quick sell for 2,000 MT. So to guarantee profit through quick selling, just put it to pink diamond, maximum buyout 1,800 MT, and cards actually will pop up. Surprisingly, a lot of people just don't know that pink diamonds quick sell for 2,000 MT, so they'll put them up for like 1,000 or 800 or 1,500, and you'll be able to literally snipe it and just quick sell it for 2,000 MT and guarantee yourself profit. And that's a super simple and easy way to go ahead and snipe and flip the card without even having to wait for it to sell. So that's definitely one of the cooler budget filters that you can use. And a similar thing you can do is for diamonds as well. I think diamonds quick sell at about 1,000 MT if I'm not mistaken. So if we lower it down here to like 1,250, as you can see, this is where people are going to be selling them at. But they quick sell at 1,000, so literally just put it to like 800 maximum buyout. But to be honest, at that point, I would just go the everything 750 filter because you'll be able to see every rarity as well. Anyways, if you guys did make it this far into this insanely long and super good video, please go ahead and comment the word YOW. I will like and reply to every single comment that says YOW to see who the loyals are that made it to the the end of the video as usual. So again, if you made it all the way to the end of this 15-minute video, comment the word Yao, and I will like and reply to your comment. You're a GOAT if you made it all the way to the end, and I appreciate all the loyals that made it all the way to this point, so I will be liking and replying to every single comment that says Yao for you guys. And if you guys enjoyed, make sure to go ahead and leave a like right now and subscribe to the channel. Use all these filters, man. They're absolutely great right now on my team. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like and sub up. I'm out of here, boys. Peace out.